going to call the meeting to order, please. And agenda item 2.1, that the agenda for the October 9, 2018 regular meeting of council be adopted as presented. Motion, please. Okay, Reimer and Blanchette. Are there any amendments? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 3.1, that the minutes of the September 25th, 2018 regular meeting of council be adopted as presented. Motion, please. Salt and Torgerson. Are there any errors or omissions? Hearing none, all in favor? Oh, sorry, Councillor Salt.
I believe the resolution numbering is off by 1, so we should be starting at 289, not 288. And then also the second bullet in item 2.1, it says correct references to the Valemount Affordable Housing Society on page 128, as they should read, and it's saying the same thing again, Valemount Affordable Housing Society. I believe it's Valemount Affordable Rentals Society.
Okay. Any further errors or omissions? Hearing none, all in favor as amended? Carried, or as corrected. Agenda item 3.2, that the minutes of the October 3rd, 2018 special meeting of council be adopted as presented. Salt and Blanchette. Any errors or omissions? None? Okay, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 4.1, at the special meeting of October 3rd, 2018, council resolved to report out the following resolution regarding appointment of an approving officer. And that is that Lidstone and Company be appointed as interim subdivision approving officer for complex subdivision, those subdivisions requiring construction of new roads and utility main services. And that was carried, and I guess our motion should just read that it's reported out into this meeting. So I'll take a motion for that. Okay, Torgerson and Blanchette. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Correspondence for action. Valemount Mountain Area Recreation Development Association requests that council considers waiving the fees for Varda's rental of the community hall on January 19, 2018 to support a fundraising event. And that would be specifically just the $375. Yes, Councillor Blanchette?
Should it not read 2019?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, their letter says 2018, okay?
But it's for the 2019
Okay.
date.
Okay.
It says 2018 on
Yes, it does.
letter, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Your worship, I could follow up with Mr. Polyuk after.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so do I have a motion on that, please? Torgerson and Blanchette. Any discussion? Yes, Councillor.
Specifically, this is going towards the shelter being constructed in the Allen Creek area under the, for the Tony Parisi Memorial
Yes.
Backcountry Shelter. This is
Yes.
a huge initiative for both Varda and the area.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the Tony Parisi
Memorial Shelter.
Memorial? Yes.
It's a beautiful design.
Yes, yes. All in favor? Carried. Reading file. There's no motion required. However, does council wish to respond to number 3, which is to former Councillor Nordley? What is council's wish? Yes, Councillor
You had
Blanchette.
mentioned that you're going to be seeing her tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I spoke to her on the weekend
Okay.
about the letter, so.
That's sufficient. We don't need to, you don't want to do a letter or anything?
She has addressed our MLA
Yes, I
with
have.
it, so.
And member of parliament as well.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and when somebody does something that they shouldn't be doing, and former councillor Murphy finds out about it.
Ben's role.
That's right. Well, that's good. People need to be paying attention to any mistakes. Yes.
Would you like a motion to send a letter of acknowledging
I
receipt
would.
of her?
I would.
So I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll
so
second.
moved by Councillor Salt and seconded by Councillor Torgerson. The letter of acknowledgement be forwarded to Mrs. Nordley. That And perhaps we could send her a copy of the information that we received from the provincial government, from Moti and others. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, and with a copy of that. So you have that then? Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 9.1, recommendation that the September 2018 accounts payable report is received. Blanchette and Reimer, is there any discussion? Questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. 9.2, Valemount Children's Activity Society request that staff be directed to apply for the 2019 UBCM Community Child Care Planning Program in partnership with the Valemount Children's Activity Society up to the maximum amount of $25,000. What is council's wish? Okay, you're moving that, and seconded by Councillor Blanchette, and it's open for discussion. At this point, I only have one question, and that is, what precisely are they seeking? What improvements? What, does anybody know? Yes.
I don't know for certain. All I know is I think this is a good first step in doing an evaluation, and I think it would take us to the next point of at least for the new council to decide the next steps.
Yeah, they are saying here for funding for a new daycare space. And yes, Ms. Shepherd.
Thank you, Your Worship. I believe the first amount of funding is strictly for a feasibility study.
Okay, okay. That's fine then.
Yeah.
Did you have anything? No? Okay.
Then near her
Okay.
comments.
If there's no further discussion, all in favor? Carried. 9.3, that staff, Economic Development Officer, be directed to prepare the resort development strategy for the Resort Municipality Initiative Program for the period 2019-20 to 2021 to 2022. Blanchette and Torgerson. Is there any discussion or any questions that council may have? Yes.
Just a comment, Your Worship, the tourism Valemount was ecstatic when they found that we were receiving a baseline.
Yes.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes. You know, from $40,000 a year to $100,000 is...
That's exciting.
It's very nice, yes. Now, I believe that I shared with you our chair, Mayor Al Rain from Sun Peaks, his remarks about affordable housing and the type of tenancy that will be received at a ski resort. I'll have to find that and copy it for council, because he said it should be, any affordable housing should be done in conjunction with employers. That these people should be employed, rather than taking up affordable housing just so that they can be
Right.
ski bums.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, good. All right, all in favor? Carried. Valemount Community Forest Restructuring. Recommendation that council approves the revised shareholder agreement, VIP verse 2, October 4 to 18, for signature. Blanchette and Torgerson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. That council approves the revised shareholders agreement, VCF verse 3, October 4 to 18, 00492072, for signature. Reimer and Torgerson. All in favor? Carried. 3, that council approves the attached consent resolutions of the sole shareholder of Valemount Industrial Park Company Limited. Reimer and Blanchette. All in favor? Carried. Number 4, that council approves the attached consent resolutions of the sole shareholder of Valemount Community Forests Company Limited, Incorporation number, BC 0798244. Okay, Torgerson and Blanchette. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.1. That the Village of Valemount permissive tax exemption bylaw number 790/2018 be given third reading. Salt and Reimer. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.2, recommendation that the Village of Valemount Council Remuneration Bylaw number 791, 2018 be given third reading. Torgerson and Salt. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.3, Village of Valemount Fees and Charges Amendment Bylaw number 792, 2018 be given first, second, and third reading. Okay, Reimer and Blanchette. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.4, that Village of Valemount Development Cost Charge Bylaw number 51602, Amendment Bylaw 793, 2018 be given first, second, and third reading. Torgerson and Reimer. Any discussion? Yes, Councillor.
Your Worship, I'm just wondering, according to the Local Government Act, in the wording of the bylaw, under D, it says eligible development means a development that is eligible for development cost charges to be waived and includes the following. That's what our bylaw currently states. In the Local Government Act, it says waived or reduced, so I'm not sure if council would like to say waived or reduced, or if we strictly want to look at waived.
My opinion would be each circumstance should be looked at differently, whether it should be reduced or eliminated, rather than not having any qualifications, but all being the same. I think staff did that correctly.
So just leave it as
I would,
waived.
yes. Do you have anything further that you want to add, Mr. Fleming?
No, you would have to enumerate that in your bylaw as opposed to make a decision, or you'd be doing a bylaw amendment each time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would have to say in the bylaw, this bylaw, whether we want it to be reduced or waived.
That's correct.
So by saying waived, we're strictly saying we're going to waive
Waive
the
it all.
eligibles.
As opposed to reduce
Reducing.
all DCCs by 50%.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Does any other council member have any questions or remarks? No? Hearing none? All in favor? Carried. Yes.
Was there a mover and seconder?
Yes, there was.
Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay. And council reports, 11.1. We'll start with Councillor Torgerson this time.
Oh, going back ways. The 27th, I had an advertising subcommittee meeting of Tourism Valemount. On the 1st, I had a Valemount Community Forest Board meeting. On the 2nd, I had a Tourism Valemount meeting. I was here with you all for a special meeting on the 3rd. That night, I did miss the Varda AGM to attend the All Candidates Forum. And I'm here before you now.
Thank you. Councillor Salt?
As well, I attended the special council meeting on the 3rd and the All Candidates Forum.
Well, that's not on behalf of council.
No, I'm just repeating what Councillor Torgerson
Yeah, I
said
know,
as well.
no. That was personal.
Couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah.
That was personal. Okay.
Normally, we would have had a direct heat use committee meeting,
Yes,
but
okay.
that was, of course, not happening because of the All Candidates Forum. So, and I am. I also did. Oh no, it wasn't on behalf of council, so I won't mention that. So I'm here tonight.
Thank you. Councillor Reimer?
On the 27th, I had a Valemount Entertainment Society meeting, and on the 1st, I was in the Valemount Community Forest meeting here, and then on the 3rd, special meeting here as well.
Councillor Blanchette?
So on the 26th, I had a RVSS meeting up in McBride, and then on the 27th, we had a Healthy Communities Committee meeting. Back up to McBride on the 28th for the grand renaming of RVSS, which is now RVCS.
And stands for what?
Robson Valley Community Services.
Okay,
So I think
good.
the name encompasses more of what they do.
Okay.
And we had our MLA Shirley Bond come and attend, and it was fabulous. Really good turnout. All of mayor and council came, tons of community members. It was a very, very successful day, and we'll be doing a Valemount one in November. So, yeah, yeah. And then I had the special in camera on the 3rd.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I was hoping that RVCS would stand for Robson Valley Canoe Services, because we are in the Canoe Valley. And Robson Valley, when it comes to the Columbia Basin Trust, sometimes has, yeah.
I think community services is good too.
It's
because
fine.
we do.
So it should be Robson Canoe. If they change their name again, Robson Canoe. And I'll go into it right away. And I'm sorry, the new administrator, Lena
Thompson.
Thompson. Okay. Thanks. Well, I also attended the special council meeting on October the 3rd. And while I was at Columbia Basin Trust Board in Fernie the week before, I discussed the desire for a transition house here. Okay. And so also on October the 3rd, we had, I had a teleconference call with 2 of the CBT staff members, and we discussed the need, and especially for funding, for a transition house in Valemount. And I shouldn't be addressing just Councillor Blanchette, but she has been very involved with this. So after our discussions, our Mr. Brunton said that he will be in touch directly with Lena Thompson, and they will, through discussions and plans, and he will direct them and assist them to be ready for the next time that there is grant money being made available for affordable transition housing. Okay.
Shovel ready, so.
Okay, and he said what Columbia Basin Trust will also support. He didn't say how much, because that has to go before a committee and the board. But he will get her ready, and he will be right in there beside her, so that as soon as the province or feds, but especially I think the province, when they make some grant money available, they'll be ready to go right now.
Excellent.
So he's going to look after it. He said nobody has to worry about it anymore. He's looking after it. Mark Brunton.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And Amy Ambrosoni was also on the teleconference call, because it is with her that I discussed the need for the transition house.
Okay.
So she arranged for Mark to join her and me on a teleconference call.
Perfect.
So, you know, our CBT staff is so professional, they handle everything. All they need is information. So that's good. Yes, so you don't have to bother yourself with it anymore either.
I'm chair of RVSC.
Okay.
So, okay.
He'll look after it with Lena, he said.
Good.
Okay, good. Okay, so motion please that the verbal reports provided by Mayor Townsend and Councillors Blanchette, Reimer, Salt and Torgerson be received. Okay, Reimer and Blanchette. Any questions of anybody, of each other? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Is there any new business? None? Okay, 13.1, project file tracker, that the project file tracker be received. Blanchette and Torgerson, any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. And 14.1, no motion required. 15.1, public comments on items considered by council as part of the approved agenda. Well, hearing none, okay. I'll take a motion for adjournment, please. Blanchette. Wow, 7:20.